This video is for educational purposes only and strategies that I use in my personal portfolio. Nothing in this video guarantees profits or future performance. Throughout this breakdown in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why $638 billion in locked-in enterprise infrastructure backlogs, massive global capacity buildouts, and an aggressive rate cut cycle are aligning to send three specific stocks into an astronomical rally that you do not want to miss out on. So strap in and don't skip any part of this video. Most retail traders in this market are completely paralyzed by FOMO, chasing green candles right at the top, while smart money quietly positions right under their noses. If you sit on your hands and wait for the mainstream headlines to confirm the move, you will be part of the 97% of people who completely miss the single most explosive liquidity cycle of our lifetime. Trusting algorithmic trading bots, retail AI screeners, and automated black box software to navigate this tape is the fastest way to blow up your portfolio, because algorithms are hard-coded to react to lagging historical data, which means they buy the exact top and dump the exact bottom during institutional shakeouts that you do right now. My private students are printing consistent gains week in and week out precisely because we do not rely on artificial intelligence. We trade high conviction institutional order flow, dark pool positioning, and pure human psychology along with market dynamics. Before I dive into this video, mark your calendars. This coming Saturday, August 22nd, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, I am hosting a masterclass webinar. It was rescheduled from yesterday to next Saturday, so I apologize about that. I am hosting my live game-changing masterclass webinar. You do not want to miss it. I will be pulling back the curtain to teach you my proprietary hedge fund and dark pool execution strategies, including my AVP, D-Stochastics RSI, Fibonacci DFib, and my Squeeze RSI indicators, along with my custom indicators and my psychological discipline that consistently outperform any bot on Wall Street. You can see the live trade timestamp on the screen right here, where I alerted my students to buy lift 5 minutes before the market closed into the overnight session. It spiked immediately after I put out that announcement, and the following week it rocketed after earnings, and we printed, and you can see the profits right there. You can also see right here on the screen where I told my students to buy Oracle on a Friday, and immediately that Monday Oracle jumped up, and two more good catalysts came out on Oracle this past week after I told my students to buy Oracle. And this is the second time in 3 to 4 months that we're about to make a lot of money on Oracle. We got in at 138, we got out at 248, now we're back in the 130s, and we're going to do it all over again. These are just two of my examples out of hundreds and hundreds of examples in the Discord in the last year alone where we execute and make money. I have a life-changing announcement and opportunity for you at this webinar, and I'll be hanging out and answering your questions after the webinar as well. Do not miss it. Do not get left behind. The link to register for this webinar is below. I look forward to seeing you there. What truly separates an average stock from a multi-year monster runner is the macroeconomic tide supporting corporate revenue. Over the past couple of weeks, we've seen major macroeconomic data drop that caught Wall Street flat-footed. Downward jobs revisions, cooling core inflation, and consumer spending sentiment metrics that are pulling back sharply across the board. Once again, I called this months ago. I told you the Federal Reserve would be forced into an aggressive rate cutting cycle. A lot of people thought we were going to be getting hikes. That's completely off the table right now. And for September and October, we're at a 95% chance of a rate cut already. And if there's more cooling in September, it's going to happen in October or even in September for sure. So the next CPI data coming out in September is going to be it. When you combine this slowing economic print with heavy geopolitical friction from Iran tensions, the uncertainty leading into the upcoming midterm elections, institutions use this temporary volatility to shake out retail hands. They're doing it right now. The moment rate cuts officially hit and the geopolitical risk prices and premiums are abated as the issues in Iran fade away, cash and money market funds will flood back into high growth, heavy infrastructure and equities. The macro setup is locked and loaded. Do not get left behind. Now remember, no more than 5 to 10% of your portfolio in any one stock. Be safe. There's no guarantees in the market. It's very volatile. It's very risky. Be patient. Do your own due diligence and make sure the stocks and strategies I talk about fit your own personal goals and needs, as well as fit your goals over the long term. Be safe out there. So the three stocks that I've added to my portfolio and that you do not want to miss out on are as follows. The first stock to talk about is Oracle. Oracle has transformed itself from a legacy on-premise database provider into a critical pillar of hyperscale cloud cloud and AI enterprise infrastructure. The company is securing massive multi-billion-dollar enterprise contracts across corporations and government agencies. The crown jewel of their operational health is an unprecedented $638 billion remaining performance obligations RPO backlog, representing hundreds of billions in contracted future revenue that guarantees multi-year visibility and continuous cash flow streams. From an operational standpoint, under Oracle's leadership, CEO Safra Katz and the founder Larry Ellison continues to demonstrate capital discipline. While fiscal capital expenditures rose towards $55.7 billion to build out Tier 1 global data center capacity, operating cash flow expanded to an incredible $32 billion. Although free cash flow reflected heavy front-loaded infrastructure investments, Oracle's debt structure remains manageable, backed by long-term customer repayments and high-margin recurring cloud applications, SaaS, and OCI revenues. Wall Street analysts are aggressively revising their long-term models to reflect Oracle's multi-cloud database partnerships with Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and AWS. Top-tier institutional price targets currently sit between $210 and $230 a share, with a 12-month projection pointing towards a steady 25% upside. Now, looking 1 to 3 years out, as high-margin inference workloads scale across their database footprint, Oracle is modeled to push towards $300 with a 3 to 5 year plus year targets, projecting the company as a rock-solid low-beta compounder exceeding $350 to $400 per share. The next stock to potentially add to your portfolio that I've been adding that is very strong is AVGO Broadcom. Between the different monopolies, Micron, SanDisk, Broadcom stands far ahead as the premier custom silicon and networking infrastructure monopoly. Broadcom builds the custom accelerator application-specific integrated circuits, ASICs, for hyperscalers like Google and Meta, while dominating high-speed PCIe switches and Tomahawk Ethernet switching silicon that's required to network GPU clusters. With over $30 billion in AI semiconductor bookings and quarterly revenue expanding rapidly, AVGO captures the high gross margins on mission-critical enterprise hardware. Led by CEO Hock Tan, widely regarded as one of the best capital allocators in modern corporate history, Broadcom pairs semiconductor dominance with high-margin, reoccurring enterprise software via VMware. Operating cash flow remains strong with industry-leading free cash flow conversion rates, allowing Broadcom to service its acquisition debt while raising its quarterly dividend every single year. Their strategic positioning ensures that whether a hyperscaler uses NVIDIA, AMD, or internal silicon, Broadcom collects revenue on the networking pipeline. Top institutional analysts maintain strong buy ratings on AVGO, with top-end 12-month price targets reaching $490 to $520 a share. And when you look across 1 to 3 year timeline, Broadcom's custom silicon pipeline is projected to drive shares towards $650 to $700. And while the 3 to 5 year valuation runway supports a trajectory well over $800 to $900, solidifying Broadcom as the indispensable titan of enterprise compute. Now, before we get to the next stock in this list that I've been adding to my portfolio, remember my masterclass webinar is going to be Saturday, August 22nd, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. You do not want to miss this webinar. I have a huge announcement. I'll be taking your questions and I'll be hanging out with you after the webinar. I have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I've never done before. I'll be doing it at this webinar. You do not want to miss it. I'll be teaching my AVP, my D-Stochastics RSI, my D-Fibonacci, Squeeze RSI, my psychological indicators and structures, as well as my dark pool analysis and dark pool strategies. Do not want to miss out on any of this. These are all the strategies that my students use to scale their portfolio. But don't just take my word for it. Let's take a listen to what my student Jay had to say. So I am here with Jay, who has somewhat recently joined my Discord. How you doing, Jay?
Great.
Glad to have you here. Want to hear about your story and what you've been doing in the Discord. So there's got a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
And the first one is just how long have you been investing in stocks for and what got you into options and stocks?
Well, I've known about covered calls and that kind of activity for a long time. I really didn't have the money to get into it like I wanted to. Just dabbled a bit here and there, not really had much success, just didn't have the funds that available, and actually came into a small partial inheritance the first of the year and was able to start doing some things. And so I looked into a couple of different people. I had a phone call with a couple of other people. And when I had the one with the guy that was with you, there was something different about your strategies and everything. I decided to join you guys.
Awesome. Awesome. Very glad to hear. So what do you feel stood out about me as opposed to anyone else? Like what stood out more about me to you?
I guess some of your background, with the hedge funds and just the success rate and the first time I saw you, you had a "You All Need Jesus" shirt on, which I really liked. So that was part of it. So I really decided to go with you guys, and it's been great.
Awesome. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. As far as your options journey, what did you start with in the beginning, and what was your experience in the beginning, and what were some of the challenges you went through along the way?
Well, before the beginning of this year, it was just kind of a hit and miss, and didn't really have I didn't understand the leap portion, which has really been the biggest success catalyst here. I knew I needed to have a stock in a good company like an Apple or Microsoft or Nvidia or something that had good, but I didn't have the money to buy that much stock to start doing covered calls on those bigger companies, and so I just kind of would do the credit spreads and that kind of stuff, and both a little bit here and there. In January this year, I had $149,000, and I learned a little bit about leaps. I got into Nvidia and Palantir a little bit late, right before the March crash, and that 149 went down to the high 80s. I actually sold some covered calls on those for March and actually did pretty good. Started bringing it back up. And then as I just listened to the Discord, I started taking pictures of I have a Schwab account. I would just take a picture. And so, in somewhere around April, it was up to 130. And then in May, it got to 145. And then it went to 150 and 160. And then it just kept climbing. And then when I talked to you the other day, it was at 225. I had done the Oracle trade. When it opened up Wednesday morning, I made 114,000 on the Oracle trade. So now it's over 300,000.
Wow. That is really good. So that actually segues me into this question, which is, how much are you up since the start of joining the Discord? How long have you been in Discord, and how much have you made, including the Oracle trade and the trades that went out over the last week? How much?
I'm up 200,000 from my original deposit of 149. I was actually kind of down before I really got into the Discord. So I'm probably up 250 or 260 since joining the Discord.
Wow. So you've been in the Discord for like 5 months, and you've made $250,000 in 5 months. That is incredible, Jay.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible. So what are your plans continuing with option and trading, putting more money in, or just continuing to trade the money you have now and just growing it?
Just continue growing what I have now, going and trying to, I'm 62. I have a fairly successful metal roofing company, but I'm ready to get out of it, and I'm ready to be retired. So I would like in the next year to have it, in the over $500,000 range. And then I think I could retire.
Yeah, that'd be really good just to be able to unwind and enjoy life. That's the entire reason I do this, to help people do that. So with the money that you've made so far and the profits, what did you find that was the main thing of value in the Discord for you? Was it the coaching calls Mondays and Thursdays? Was it the trade alerts that I put out? Was it the modules that you get when you sign up and all the studying of the content that I have in the classroom setting? What was the most valuable for you, or was it all of the above?
A little bit. I can't been able to do too many of the coaching calls just because I'm still working and doing metal roofing. It's very, especially in Oklahoma in the summer, you have to start early. So I miss a lot of the coaching calls, but I do try to listen to them. Some of your videos that come out over the weekend, I listen to those all the time. The trade alerts have been very helpful. Reading through the general chat, listen to those guys, and I've probably learned the most about leaps since joining the Discord, and then learning when to do the covered calls and the cash secured puts. And that's probably, so far, I've done the best. I made the most money on the leaps. But I think, eventually I would like to be able to not have to watch it as much, and then just rely more on the covered calls and the buy secured puts, and maybe even some dividends.
Awesome. Awesome. So I guess this gets us into the last question here. What would you tell someone who is skeptical about joining someone online, or skeptical about me? They're on the fence. They want to make money, but they don't know what decision to make or if they can trust me. What would you tell them?
I would tell them that Corey absolutely knows what he's doing. Always been very solid with having a mentor in whatever area you want to learn something in, whether it's, learning a sport, tennis, or learning a musical instrument, or whatever it is in life, leadership. You need to have a mentor that helps you get to there. And that's the best thing. You can always learn the best from somebody else's experience. I just need to listen to the guy who actually knows what he's doing, and listen to them and do what they say. And then you will learn, you'll be successful.
Awesome. Awesome. I really appreciate your insight in the Discord and how you feel about your growth. And I cannot believe $250,000 is insane, especially when you started with an account that was in the $100,000 range and have grown it so drastically in 5 months. It's a lot of growth. I have a lot of students doing it, and you're now on the wall of success here at the Discord. So I really appreciate you talking about your success here and sharing your story. I appreciate you, Jay. Thanks so much for being here. And to continued success, we're going to get the account even higher.
We're planning on that.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you, Corey.
So you heard what my student Jay had to say. These are the strategies that my students are learning in Discord and consistently making money. These are the strategies I'll be talking about and teaching at my webinar this coming Saturday. Register at the link below. Do not miss your opportunity to change your path and achieve your goals. I look forward to seeing you at the webinar. Taking the #1 spot for raw percentage upside and explosive revenue growth is Nebius. Nebius is an aggressive pure play AI cloud infrastructure powerhouse, building specialized high-density GPU data centers deployed with next-generation Blackwell and Rubin architectures. The company has closed landmark multi-billion-dollar enterprise deals, expanding its committed customer backlog past $40 billion. With contracted capacity targeting 5 gigawatts, Nebius provides essential compounding power for Tier 1 foundation model developers, scale-up labs, and quantitative hedge funds. My Discord and I got into Nebius way back in 2024 with an average cost in the $50 range. That shows you how much we have already made on Nebius. Nebius recently delivered 454% year-over-year revenue growth in Q2, with AI cloud revenue surging 514% on an annualized run rate revenue climbing upward of $3 billion. Under the leadership of CEO Arkady Volos, the company turned adjusted EBITDA positive, $236 million at 41% margin. And this is supported by $8 billion in cash reserves and over $2.2 billion in quarterly operational cash flows driven by upfront customer prepayments. Nebius is self-funding its rapid global data center deployment with clean balance sheet execution. Given its hyper-growth trajectory, analysts covering Nebius project rapid valuation re-ratings. The highest one-year institutional price targets were originally $100, and they got absolutely shattered. On the 1 to 3 year horizon, as contracted gigawatt capacity goes live, there are targets from analysts that are projected as high as $450. Nebius holds the fundamental pop potential to mature into a $400+ large cap infrastructure cornerstone. But remember, like anything in this market, you want to be safe, do your due diligence, and make sure these stocks and these strategies fit your own personal goals and needs. As the market is very risky, there's no guarantees. Don't forget the webinar this Saturday, August 22nd, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. I look forward to seeing you there. The link to register is below. Take care of yourselves. Remember, position your portfolio into structural growth, manage your risk like a professional, and I'll see all of you next Saturday. Be safe out there. One love, fam.